Up first this evening, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has given notice that the mask mandate is coming back. This just days after the health minister implored Jamaicans to take personal responsibility because the COVID containment measures would not be re-implemented. Mr. Holness was speaking in St. James. The call for COVID containment measures to be re-implemented has been growing louder in recent weeks. On Friday, this declaration by Prime Minister Andrew Holness.
It is going to be a requirement shortly for all our citizens to return to wearing their masks.
Mr. Holness did not give a timeline or a case threshold that would trigger the measure, but pointed to the recent jump in COVID cases and the subsequent declaration by the Ministry of Health that the country is experiencing the fifth wave of the virus. Health officials say the uptick in local cases started on April 20 and is being driven by the more contagious Omicron BA2 variant. This has had a major impact, particularly on schools, with more than 200 teachers and students now at home with the virus. As a result, a number of institutions have been forced to move classes back online. Additionally, on Thursday, Education Minister Favour Williams announced the reintroduction of mask mandates in school. There is also fear that if cases continue to increase, hospitals may again be overwhelmed with patients and fatalities.
We don't want to go back to that situation again. So I am urging all Jamaicans to act responsibly. Act responsibly. And we know what to do. Let me repeat. If you haven't yet gotten your vaccine sites are still open and vaccination is ongoing. Please get vaccinated. Wear your mask.
He suggests that while masks are not mandatory now, if the current trend continues, the government will re-implement the measure. Other COVID prevention guidelines are also being considered.
In Jamaica, we don't pay much attention to personal space. It is not our culture. So everybody rub up on everybody, right? But personal space is you maintain a decent distance from each other. Certainly when we are having these waves and these spikes, you would want to have a little more space and distance. So if you're seeing, more than a certain number, let's say 10 persons gathered, you would want to be careful how you go within crowds. If you're in public transportation, where social distancing may not be possible, ensure that you wear your mask, carry your hand sanitizer with you.
Earlier this week, the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, also called on Caribbean leaders to consider re-implementing the measures to prevent another COVID crisis.